Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Blue Jay Acres. Today is another what we're eating on a tight budget, and we're gonna just go on and start with breakfast. And I'm just gonna show it to you because I'm not really making anything. When the kids went to their grandparents for Easter, they sent over some yogurt that they had bought and didn't care for. And they said, but we know you guys will eat it. So we've got 2 containers of these because they knew we liked Greek yogurt. So we got a mixed berry, and we have a key lime. So we are gonna eat that for breakfast today and top it with a little granola, and that's it. Okay guys, so this morning I had to run and pick up milk. Now, I had mentioned to you guys a long time ago that we were getting some semi-pasteurized milk. It's non-homogenized, however you say it. And it was fine, but we didn't notice like a major difference going on. But I told you I was on a waiting list for a herd share. Well, I got a message from her last night, and she said, I've got an opening. Do you want to come be in the herd share? And I said, absolutely, definitely, because I'm wanting to see the difference in raw milk versus regular milk, because we are going to be milking our cow come the winter. And so I went today, and if you don't know what a herd share is, first let me just show you. This is the raw milk. Now, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but it actually has a very yellowy tint to it because of all the fat in it and the cream, and it looks way different. Now she has it just in this regular milk jug, but compared to the other milk, let me see if I can show you. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. If you can see a difference in the milks. This is the one we've been doing, which is semi-processed versus completely not processed. This is much yellower. Like I said, I don't know that the camera's picking it up, and it's much thicker and creamier. Well, I wanted to explain to you what a herd share is, because in Ohio it is illegal to just buy raw milk from anybody for consumption. But it's not illegal to drink it. It's just illegal to sell it or to buy it. So what it is, a herd share is, I essentially am spending, it's $50 to buy part of a cow. So I now own part of one of the dairy cows. And that $50 you get whenever you want out. If you want to sell your share back is what they call it. So if I say I want to sell my share back, I don't need it anymore. I don't need the raw milk, which I already talked to her and said, when my cow comes into milk, I won't need it. And what they do then is they give you back your $50. So it is, I give $50 to buy part of a cow, and then I sell back my part of the cow when I no longer want it. And then it is $33 a month, which is being charged to me as board and feeding of my cow and all of that. But what it really is that's a gallon of milk a week for the cow. Now, so I know some of you are gonna say, but you're on a tight budget. That's $33 a month. But I was budgeting $40 a week, keeping about 20 of those to go towards dairy and about 20 to go towards produce. So I still have plenty of dairy money even after $33 a month. For milk, I still have plenty to buy butter and a little bit of cheese, and probably still even have some left over. So that is very important to me, to be able to try this raw milk and to make this great connection that we've made. And they are full of knowledge. She's willing to share that knowledge with me on milking and helping me with any problems that I have in milking when we go into milking our cow. And we don't know anybody that does that stuff. So it's wonderful to have connections as well. And, and she has a Jersey farm, so she knows a lot about Jerseys. Okay, so I set it next to our almond milk container, and maybe now you can see the difference. This is like the white that you would get in a milk from the store versus this is the raw milk. That probably helps see a difference. So that being said, it is time to make lunch. Okay, so for lunch today, I'm gonna make some potato soup. So I gotta cut all the veggies and get them ready. I'm gonna start with these 4 potatoes we got in our box yesterday. Someone asked about the flash foods again. If you didn't watch all of yesterday's video, I gave all the information on exactly how to do it, what the app is, how it works, all of that. So go back and watch that if you haven't watched it already and you're wanting to know about flash foods. But we got these potatoes, so I'm going to go on and use them up, at least some of them, and make this potato soup. It's a little bit of a drearier day today. Temperature wise, it's getting a little warmer, but it's kind of rainy. It says that we got more storms moving in tomorrow with, again, possibilities of tornadoes and all of that, so everybody be careful. Do whatever you got to do to prepare for that. I know my husband, his work is already saying they're preparing for it. And then somebody asked about my Easter dinner as well. And you guys, I messaged my son. He's going to come home for Easter, which I'm so happy. My mother's coming, and it'll be all my children will be here. And so I said, what do you want? We can do ribs, we can do roast, we can do ham, we can do turkey, we can do whatever you want. What sounds good to you? Because I only get to see Jake every few months now. I don't get to see him often at all. He works 2 jobs and, you know, just very busy. And he said, yes, it all sounds good. So that does not help me decide what to make him. So we could go with the traditional ham, or we could go with a turkey or ribs. It's supposed to be a pretty day, and I'm kind of leaning towards ribs on the barbecue. I won't go to the store before Easter, so I'll just make with what we have, you know, make up stuff from home. I'll definitely make some kind of rolls. And, yeah, I don't know what else. I haven't really decided. I am really bad about menu planning. I do not menu plan. You don't have to do a menu plan to be on a budget. It does help if you don't have a stocked pantry. Then I would definitely menu plan. But I pretty much have everything that we need to make anything that we want to make. So, one of you wanted me to try cutting. Okay, so I'm going to try, somebody said to try cutting this way, so let me try it. Let's see. And then we'll cut that one my way. Well, that worked pretty good. I'm not opposed to it. It's a lot like mine. It's just... Alright, I'm not opposed to that, you guys. Okay, we're also going to add some carrot. So, let me know what you guys have planned for Easter dinner, if you guys have something planned. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. I'm leaning towards ribs because I know my son will like it the best. And he's who I cater to, or tend to want to cater to when he's home. Just because I don't get to see him that often. And of course I'm going to send a bunch of stuff home with him to put in his freezer. We're going to add some celery as well. I'm going to use my Dutch oven, and I'm going to turn this on high for right now. I'm going to add some bacon grease to this because I don't have any bacon Normally just fry up some bacon and you can add that then to the potato soup as well and save some of the grease to cook it in, but I don't have any. I'm defrosted right now, so I'm gonna let this melt and then I will cook our onion and our carrots and our celery in it a little bit and our potatoes, and then we'll continue from there. Okay, I forgot about the minced garlic, and I have to do that real quick, and then we will get all this going. I forgot to do that. I thought I had a jar open actually, and I don't, and I had some fresh that needed used up from one of our boxes. So, thought we'd use that. I actually got that box a few weeks ago. I shared it with you guys when we got it. So in here though, because this is getting smoky, I'm going to turn the heat down a little. I'm going to add my onion. And my carrots. A couple potatoes are sneaking in, and that's alright. My celery. Just give it a quick stir. I'm just going to heat it for a few minutes. This is a nice hearty meatless meal. Okay, so we'll just saute this for a few minutes. If I can get you guys over where you can see what I'm doing. Stirring this. And just give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to add this garlic in. Now I'm going to add in my garlic. I'll just pick that up for a minute, and then I'm going to add all the potatoes. So Charles is at work today, so I don't have him to do a taste testing for you. Now we're going to add the potatoes. And I just want to coat them all in the bacon grease. All right, honey, in a minute. Then I'm going to add some salt to this. And some pepper. Now I'm going to add some water, enough to kind of cover the potatoes. So I want to add just a little bit more. We're going to let this cook until the potatoes get soft. If you have chicken broth would be what you would use. I don't have any, so I'm going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon to this. So I'll get that chicken broth kind of flavor going. I'm also going to add just a little bit of poultry seasoning. So I'm going to add 2 of these bouillon cubes. And that's it. I'm just gonna let this cook down, and then we'll add our thickener, and we'll make up the thickener and add it here soon. Let that cook down. Okay, I have some frozen kale here, chopped kale, and I'm letting that defrost because I'm gonna add that towards the end to the soup as well. And then I know I haven't shown a lot of homesteading the last couple days. It's because Charles has been busy at work and doing actual work all weekend. He films the homesteading stuff most of the time. I share, like, sorry, my hair is on my nerves today. I share the animals, like showing them to you when they're being cute and stuff, or if I'm like right there to show you a video of them. However, sorry guys, I am tired. We are exhausted. He's been keeping us up late. We got to get up early. But I do not take the camera with me in the morning because I'm very busy. I do all the morning chores outside. I get all the food, I come back and I fill all the water, I let everybody out, I get all their hay to them, I muck the stall, I do all the morning chores. And to take a camera with me is really not convenient. One, I'm not at all cleaned up. Two, it is just, it's just hard. They're all ready for me. It's very noisy in the morning. They're all screaming because they're ready for food, they're ready for water, they're ready for everything. So they're all squealing and mooing and clucking and all the things that they do. So it is hard, but I'm going to see if this week, so that you can just see what morning chores are like, I'm going to see if I can get Ronnie or somebody to wake up and follow me with the camera, because that's easier than me trying to set up a tripod, move to get angles so that you can see what I'm doing. It's much easier if I can get somebody to follow me, and I can share morning chores with you that way. Evening chores, again, that's very hard to film because you do it right at dusk, and very quickly it turns to dark, and you're trying to get everybody in where they need to be before dark. I do not do evening chores. That is Katie and Ronnie do evening chores, and so to try and film it, it would get very dark because the chickens don't put themselves up until it's almost dark. And so it's harder to film that as well. However, I do know Charles is going to take most of tomorrow off, and it's going to be pretty before the storms hit. So I know he's going to film quite a bit for you guys in the homesteading side of things. So I should have that for you tomorrow night to add some homesteading in for those of you that are wanting that as well. Real quick, one more thing. I know you guys are saying you're way too chatty today. Probably I am because I'm tired. But somebody asked about our budget. Are we not doing it anymore? Are we not giving an update or whatever? Actually, I did give an update, and I gave it like mid-month because we had gotten Charles's bonus from work and our income tax. We were able to put $10,000 down on our debt. I did mention that, so maybe some of you just missed that video. So I didn't have an update on the first because I kind of just updated in the middle of the video, and I don't remember which one it was, but we had went ahead and put $10,000 towards our debt then. So all together, we have put about $11,000 extra towards the debt. Now remember, the month before I told you we had $5,000 that we had saved, and we were able to put up, but only $1,000 of that was going towards debt because we had to have it put up for all the other things that we, like getting our tractor repaired, which hopefully we're gonna get back soon, and just all the other things that we had told you that we needed to have money set aside for. We used that money and set it aside. So this last month we put another $10,000, so altogether now there's $11,000 straight off our total. So hopefully now we'll be able to do a couple thousand a month is the plan and the goal, so that that'll be gone, you know, by the end of the year. Okay, so this is about 3 tablespoons of butter going on in here. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of flour and just stir that. I want this flour to cook for a few minutes. So that it doesn't taste like flour. And this is gonna make the soup good and creamy. So after a few minutes, I'm gonna add some milk, or you could do heavy cream or half and half. I'm just using the rest of this milk that I have here. While that's thickening up over here with the soup, I'm going to add that kale, the frozen kale. I'm going to stir that in here. And now this is all nice and thick. I'm gonna add that in here. Just thicken the soup up. So here is lunch, topped with sour cream and cheese. And that beautiful potato soup. All right, it is dinner time. So we were gonna make stuffed peppers today, but I forgot to put the rice away, which is why somebody said, well, you weren't gonna make rice, and then you did make rice. So what happened? And actually, I made the rice so that I would have the leftover rice, because it's supposed to be cooled off rice that goes in it. And I gave it to the chickens this morning not thinking, and I hadn't put it away. So chickens, they love leftover rice. It's their favorite. So I have some noodles that I need to use up that have been open forever. We bought like this big package from Jungle Gyms of all these ramen noodles, but they don't come like with sauce or anything. It's just the blocks of noodles, like a big bag of blocks of noodles. So I need to use some of that up. And I thought, let's do Asian style again. One more night of Asian style in a row. Everybody but Ronnie is big Asian fans in the house anyway. So we'll do an Asian style recipe. And yeah, and just do a super fast, easy dinner because we are all exhausted. Charles is on his way home from work. And then I think we're gonna take it easy tonight after dinner because it has been a very long weekend. All right, so let's get this started. Okay, so these are the noodles that I have. So you can see they look a little bit different than like what you get in a ramen packet. And here are the others. They come either in a round cake or a little square cake. So I'm gonna cook these up. At least I'll probably start with 3 of them. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by boiling the noodles, and I'm gonna just start with 3, or I guess I'll do 4. I'll do 4 of them. We like to get them this way because Brooke loves to make ramen, but she doesn't like the packets, like the sauce and stuff. She likes to make her own sauce. So I just need to add a little bit more water. And then here I just have some ground pork. It's not flavored or seasoned at all, it's just ground pork. Okay, I'm going to add some garlic. tonight's dinner is just really easy, fast, definitely a 30-minute meal. Okay, so to this, I'm going to go on and make the sauce in here with the meat. So I'm going to add some hoisin sauce. Soy sauce. And that's just hoisin right here. Yes, you may. Go. And brown sugar. And just kind of stir that all in here. Okay, and then I'm going to move this off the heat and let this sit. We're going to add that to our noodles here in just a few minutes. Okay, so next we are going to heat this pan back up. I'm going to add some oil. Then I'm going to add some chopped green onion and some mushrooms. And then I'm taking the easy way out, the fast easy way out, and I'm going to add half a bag of this coleslaw mix. Or you could chop up some cabbage, chop up some carrots, however you want to do it. So I'm going to just start with half a bag of this coleslaw mix. And the mushrooms. Bring them in. I'm just going to stir fry these pretty quick. Again, the longest part of this whole thing is waiting on the noodles to cook. That's like the longest part. If you want this spicy, you can add some red peppers, or gochujang, or Korean red peppers. You can mess with the flavor. You could add some ginger. All those would be good. We're just going to let this cook for a few minutes. Okay, to this I'm going to add this meat mixture with all the sauce. I'm going to just turn that off for a minute. Okay, so the noodles are done. So I'm just going to pull them out and put them in here. Or you could just put them in a strainer. If you can't find these, you can just use ramen packets. Just don't use the, seasonings, but use the noodles. Okay, and then this just all gets tossed together. All the sauce, the pork, the veggies. I'm just heating it all through again, making sure the sauce is good and thickens up just a hair. That's pretty much it. Okay, so here it is, and then I just topped it with some sesame seeds. I got Charles coming to give taste tests. Okay.
I think you're trying to melt my mouth off.
It's hot.
It's very hot. It's good, but I'm not really sure how to describe it.
It's just Asian noodle stir.
Kind of sweet, which is good. It's got a good flavor. I would definitely eat it again. That's hot. So here's the thing. When you set the bar as high as you do, it makes it difficult because you are so good. So this could be like super fantastic, but you got the bar that you set way up here.
In other words, he liked last night's Asian dish better.
That was like, yeah.
But this is a good 30-minute meal, real quick.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely.
Cheap. You know, super budget friendly. So, all right, we're going to go eat dinner.
It's good.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We are going to go eat this dinner, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.